Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to start my brutal declutter series. So I am in the process of moving, and in that process I want to go ahead and go through my collection, swatch things, see if I really want to keep them, declutter them, and then keep the things that I think I'll actually use. Now what I have is some single shadows, one cream, two creams, and a couple of little blush palettes. Now, when it comes to decluttering, because we're going through COVID-19, I don't feel comfortable giving these things away, so please don't ask me for them, even if they're gently used. But yeah, everything in this container was purchased by me, so no surprises there, no affiliations, no discount codes, none of that. This is just me going through my collection. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have two of the box blushes from Benefit. This one is the sample size, and this one is the regular size. So Sugar Bomb is actually a color that I've been wearing a lot lately, the past few days actually. So it's almost like orange and corals, but it's got like a little bit of browns, and when you swirl it together, it's just like a nice nudie kind of color. This is not doing it justice, but trust me, it's pretty. This is like the NARS Orgasm color, if that helps, but it probably doesn't. So I'm gonna keep this. This one is California, and I have not used the little brush. These brushes I feel like are pointless, but this is a very bright coral shade. It's a matte coral, and to be honest, I don't like it. Yeah, that one's gonna go bye-bye. It's really cute though. I think I've barely even used that. So there we go. Goodbye, California. Cute packaging, but see you later. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one here. This is from Tarte. It's the only Tarte single blush that I have left. I had another one which I completely used. It was a Sephora birthday gift one year, and I used it and I loved it. This one's called Exposed. This is like one of my OG favorite blushes, because it's such a good, like, just a natural color for somebody who's like you can't even see that. Wow. Really, Joelle? Well, that swatch did absolutely nothing, but on the face, she looks good, and I'm keeping it because I'm proud of how much I've used this blush. Going into the butter blushes, I have two of them from Physicians Formula. If you're not familiar with this formula, it's almost like a gelée, for lack of a better term, formula. So it feels almost creamy. It comes with this stupid sponge that doesn't do anything. And it feels creamy, but it's actually like a cream to powder. This one, let's see if I can find an arm spot. Yeah, no, that's not doing a damn thing. Okay, so I think I might give up on swatching, but this is the color. Where does it say the color? It just says Butter Blush Natural Glow. Okay, well, there's that one. And then the other one, though, I absolutely really, really love. It's called Saucy Mauve. And this one I got on recommendation from Emily Noel 83 on YouTube. And it's just a really pretty mauve tone. And they smell delicious. They remind me of when I was a kid and my mom's suntan lotion. So I'm going to keep this. I actually think I'm going to get rid of this one because I feel like, you know, even though it didn't swatch, it doesn't really show up on my face anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. All right, next, let's see what we've got here. So I put this in the blush category because it has color to it. This is technically a highlighter. This is Cindy Luminizer from The Balm. I absolutely love the packaging. It's hard to tell on camera because it looks like a champagne, but it's actually more of like a rose gold color, actually very similar to that butter blush, but it is, it's pretty. You can't really see it on my arm, but I'm keeping this one. Back in the day, Mary Luminizer was my favorite blush that I used to own. So let's go into ColourPop. I only have 2 things from ColourPop because they were purchased at Ulta. One of them is this blush stick, and I got it in a duo. And it is a very bold color that I am getting rid of. Don't like that. Goodbye. Got that on my camera stand. And then this one is actually newer. It's from the ColourPop land. This is called Gumdrop Pass. Butte Breen had this one, Betty Jean, and I just really like it because it's like plummy, and it's a really pretty. It smells delicious too, but you can't really see that, but it's got like glitter to it, and it just smells yummy, like candy. All right, so now we have some Wet n Wilds. So these I actually picked up at Five Below, if you've ever heard of that store. It's like a dollar store, but a little bit more. So there's 2 different kinds here. These are called the blush. It just says blush, color icon blush. This is the color Pinch Me Pink. I don't know that I've actually used this very much, but it is your stereotypical light Barbie pink blush shade. And yeah, I don't mind it. I'm keeping it. This one I've actually gotten a lot of use out of. This one's called Nudist Society. This is a very, it's kind of like coral with some gold-ishness to it. But on my skin, it just adds like a nice bit of nude with shimmer. So I enjoy it. These are the Blush Lighter Hello Halos. I forget what collection these came out with, but this is called Flash Me. And you have 2 different shades here. So, yep, one's a highlighter, one's a blush, or you can just swirl them together. Both of them are really pretty, so those will be keeping. And then let's do our gal Natasha Denona. I do love me some Natasha Denona products, but the thing that I like about Natasha Denona is that she has minis. And for me, I cannot pay the prices of her products. They're just too much for me. So I have these 3. This was the first one I got, the Diamond and Glow, and this is gorgeous. It is a blush highlight duo, but this blush color, oh man. And this is like purpley with a gold sheen to it. I don't know how much you guys can actually see that, but it is stunning. And then this is just like a really pretty glittery sheer highlight, but I love it. I'm keeping this 100%. Oh, did I say I was keeping these? Yeah, I'm keeping that. The next one, I'll be honest, this isn't my favorite, but I'm keeping it. This is the Blush and Glow from Natasha Denona. So again, we have a highlight and a blush. So blush, highlight. The quality is just really, really good. This is more powdery, whereas the other one feels almost more creamy, but it's not actually cream. So definitely keeping that. And then of course, I don't know if anybody picked this up, the Bloom Highlighting Blush. She's stunning. Looks really, really dark, but the thing I like about this is that it's buildable. So it is that light kind of NARS Orgasm corally gold shade, but it can be built up to be super blushy. So absolutely love that one. And I'm gonna just go through my last final 4 random blushes that are singles, oddballs out. So first, this Bare Mineral Bouncin' Blur in Mauve Sunrise. Pretty sure I got this in some kind of subscription. It is really smooth, Really nice formula, so definitely feel like that's one that I'm gonna keep. It looks pretty like blended out. Gonna keep that. I'm running out of clean fingers, sorry. From Urban Decay, I have Rapture. This is one of their 8 hours. Look at how pretty purple that is. This is good for fall. I actually got this in a swap with a group of gals years ago, and I still love this. This one's actually quite similar now that I look at these two next to each other, although the one from NYX, which is the Sweet Cheeks Glow in the color, do we have a color? Nah. Well, anyway, they look similar, but Sweet Cheeks Glow has more glow to it. I don't know where I put that. I'm assuming right there. So there it is. I'm gonna keep both of these because they're really, really pretty. And last but not least, actually I did get this sent to me from Influencer. This is Marc Jacobs Kink and Kisses Air Blush. So these came out a few years ago, and it's like a light to darker color, and it just fades. So I'm gonna see if I can show you. There's the darker, and then there's the lighter. Those two, they're really bad swatches. Light, dark, can you see that? But when you swirl them together like that and mess up your pretty stripes, they look really pretty. So there was a while where this was one of the few blushes that I actually owned, and then I kind of got blush obsessed and got all these. Okay, so we're moving on to palettes. So just so you know, I have 15 singles that I am keeping, 3 that I'm decluttering, and I have 4 palettes here that I'm gonna swatch for you. So this one I actually got more recently. If you follow me on Instagram, you may remember seeing this. This is Elemental, and it is by Revolution Beauty, XX Revolution, so one of the like spin-offs of it. And it is a bronzer blush palette, but for the purposes of this particular video, I'm gonna swatch the blush. And this is the whole reason I wanted this, was for this blush, because look at it. It's pretty. One thing I did notice is that it kind of faded off throughout the day, but it's still pretty, so I'm gonna keep that one. This is another one that I picked up at the old Ulta store online, and this is Revolution, Makeup Revolution London Vintage Lace Blush Intense Dual Pigment Blusher. So I got this because I went through a shimmer blush phase again. Emily Noel 83 totally influenced that. So let's go ahead and swatch the 4 of them. Yeah, they do have some chunks of glitter in them, but my assumption is that throughout the day they will just kind of wear off, so I don't mind it. The only color that I've actually worn is this first one, which is some kind of pretty purpley pink with a blue glitter, but the glitter looks like an overspray, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to keep this and give it some more love. This one I've actually been using quite a bit lately. This is the Saharan Blush Volume 2 from Juvia's Place. This was a influenced by Butte Bean purchase, and as you can see, it's a mix of 3 matte, 3 shimmer blushes. Really great for fall, in my opinion. I enjoy them. I really like this color called Yara, and I love this color Zoba. And the thing that I like about it is that you can mix the colors together and build them up, and they get more and more pigmented, which is really cool. So I'm gonna try and use my arm here as best as I can and swatch them for you. I mean, look at that freaking pigmentation. But they don't have to be that pigmented, which is why I like them so much. because when you actually blend them out on your face and build it up little by little, it's not that crazy insane. So like, don't get scared when you see that bright color Sola, because you can make it sheer. Next we have B, which barely showed up because my pinky is weird. That's like a nice matte plummy mauve shade. Zoba, I'm gonna use my thumb. Boop. And again, you got that kind of NARS orgasm, which I don't actually have that color, but I have used it in the past. It's that like pink gold shift. And then Lena, it's very chunky on my arm hairs, but that's a matte neon coral. Definitely keeping this because it's awesome. And last but certainly not least is my Beauty Bakery Blush Lighter Palette Cotton Candy Champagne. This contains my favorite blush of all time. That one there. So I'm gonna swatch them for you. Now the packaging comes with these little pink cotton balls on them, but they fall off. So let's do some swatching. I don't want to swatch too much of it because it's so pretty. All right, arm space. And there they are. So you've got 24th Champagne, what does that say? 24th Champagne Diet, Sip Sip Hooray, which is my favorite one, Stop and Smell the Rosé, and then No Champagne, No Gain. Sip Sip Hooray I need in like the biggest size ever because I love this blush. It looks great on my skin tone. Yep, there they are. Okay, so just to recap, I'm keeping 4 blush palettes and 15 blush singles. The ones I have chosen to throw in the trash, well, actually recycle because these are plastic, is the ColourPop blush stick in the shade Totes. This butter blush from Physicians Formula with No Name, and California. Yep. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this declutter. I'm gonna go ahead and film a highlighter one, a bronzer one, some complexion products, and all the rest of my collection while I'm at it. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate your time. Be sure to check out all of my social media links in the description box. If you aren't following me on Instagram, that would be awesome. You can find out more about my life and see some face looks on my actual face. I'm on Twitter as well. I am not on TikTok, but I have an account. And then, yeah, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. And leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any of these blushes. What your favorite blush is. Which one is your least favorite blush? How do you feel about this formula? How do you feel about this? I just want to talk about blush with you. So that's it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi. Hello. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to do my highlighter collection in Declutter. I started doing this series because I'm in the process of moving and I'd like to get rid of some things that I don't actually use. So if you're interested in checking this out, then keep watching.